I discover my ex-boyfriend had been secretly using my $300 skincare routine our entire relationship. I only found out 3 months after we broke up, and it was honestly the most ridiculous way possible. His new girlfriend Amber slid into my DMs on Instagram, but not to start drama or anything like that. She actually seemed super sweet and apologetic about messaging me. She said she was having terrible skin issues and couldn't figure out what was wrong. The weird part? She kept going on about how Kyle had the most perfect glowing skin she'd ever seen on a guy. She literally wrote, "I know this is awkward, but did he ever tell you what skincare products he uses? He swears he just splashes cold water on his face, but like, nobody's skin looks that good naturally. I'm breaking out constantly and he won't even tell me his routine. I thought maybe you'd know since you guys dated for 2 years." I stared at that message for like 10 minutes. My brain was trying to process what she was saying because Kyle always made fun of my skincare routine. He'd roll his eyes whenever I'd spend 20 minutes in the bathroom doing my night routine. He called it my expensive face ritual and said I was falling for marketing scams. Whenever I'd suggest he try a face wash or moisturizer, he'd laugh and say, "Real men don't need all that stuff." But reading Amber's message, something started clicking in my head. I kept running out of products way faster than I should have. My $80 vitamin C serum that was supposed to last 2 months would be empty in 3 weeks. I thought I was being heavy-handed, or maybe I'd grabbed defective bottles. My retinol disappeared so fast, I started wondering if I was sleepwalking and using it twice. I'd literally stand in my bathroom cabinet staring at empty bottles, trying to figure out where all my skincare went. I spent probably $300 every month replacing stuff. Kyle would make these comments about how I must be using too much product, or maybe the companies were scamming people with smaller bottles than advertised. The more I thought about it, the more things made sense. Kyle's skin really was annoyingly perfect. Like, he never had a single pimple the entire time we dated. His face was always smooth and bright, even after staying up all night gaming or eating junk food for days. I used to be so jealous because I was spending hundreds of dollars trying to get my skin to look half as good as his. I also remembered how he'd always volunteer to grab something from my bathroom. Like, if I asked him to get my phone charger, he'd take forever and come back saying he couldn't find it. Or he'd offer to clean my bathroom, which seemed sweet at the time but now felt suspicious. He knew exactly where I kept everything. I messaged Amber back and told her the truth. I sent her screenshots of my Sephora orders and explained that Kyle had probably been using my entire routine behind my back. She was completely shocked. She said he'd been calling her high maintenance for buying a $15 drugstore moisturizer and telling her she was wasting money on beauty products. But here's where it gets really good. Amber said she confronted Kyle about it, and he completely denied everything. He got all defensive and said I was probably lying to make him look bad. So she decided to test him. She hid all her skincare products and stopped buying new ones. Within 2 weeks, Kyle's perfect skin started breaking out. Then she caught him red-handed. She came home early from work one day and found him in her bathroom, using her face wash and moisturizer. When she called him out, he tried to play it off like he was just curious about what she used. But she'd already talked to his roommate, who told her Kyle had been asking to borrow face products for months. The best part? Kyle tried to fix his skin by following some TikTok hack using baking soda and lemon juice. His face broke out in the worst cystic acne I've ever seen. His skin looked absolutely terrible, like he'd rubbed sandpaper on his face. Amber broke up with him after she found out he'd been stealing skincare from both of us and lying about it.